All right, it's Therax and Nate doing another Tournament of Stars cast here. We've got a pair of Division G teams. The Swords and Sabres second team, which is the 6th Leopard Mall Cops, and the other team is Paw Patrol of Clan UwU Good Boy.
Oh,
That
wow.
is a Black Pants Legion team.
Hey, this is Nate here, and I gotta say, I'm personally gonna have to root for the Paw Patrol team because I have kids and I'm old and a dad. So, go Paw Patrol, guys. Yeah.
I mean, one of the big reasons I wanted to take this cast was because of the team name.
Yeah.
I think
Nice.
it's pretty funny, combined with the logo and everything.
I can't wait to see this logo.
Yeah,
Is it Paw Patrol with like a mech on pasted on top?
I'm not familiar enough with Paw Patrol to tell you, but it's a play off of the Clan Wolf logo.
And I've decided to co-cast with Therax personally because in the intermission between each match, I can actually just endlessly sing the Paw Patrol theme songs for everybody. So y'all are in for a treat. Oh, they're locked.
Team 1 is locked. Did Team 2 lock?
Locked one. Well, the other guy's ready.
Uh,
Weaver, Weaver, don't ready up unless you're ready. Oh, we could give them instructions to invite the next person before they leave.
locked up like the bad pups. Okay, there we go. Weaver's ready to go. So we can get this kicked off.
It's much easier if they just, yeah. Sometimes they, get mad, just leave, and you're like, oh, who's the next person?
Oh, ignore enhancements need to be switched to on just before you launch there.
Yes, thank you.
I
Okay,
don't
ready?
know if it matters with linebackers. Yeah, now.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's good now. Okay.
Thanks. Good catch.
All right. So we need to get our run through as to what's going on here. It's Tournament of Stars. It's a clan mech only tournament, and we're kicking it off with a 1v1 duel here on Boreal Reach, and both players are going to be in trial linebackers. So they're going to have the 6 medium pulse linebacker build without any skills or quirks or cool shots, other consumables. Like, this is just a pure identical vanilla brawl.
That's a little mean. This is Div G, but these guys have skills. Come on, Therex.
Okay, no skill point nodes, but yes, they do have whatever skills they bring into the game on a daily basis. So it's 6 medium pulse lasers on these linebackers. It's all torso mounted. 1 in the center torso, 3 in the left torso, and 2 in the right torso. We have a receive
Looks like
here.
Weaver's playing the bait, the
snare
game, the trap. Oh, there it goes.
There we go. So we got early shots out, a little bit of damage to Rafu's torso. Weaver is taking damage all over the mech. I'm interested to see if players are going to go for side torso, center torso,
9%.
or leg.
It is dead even. Tell you what, I'll focus on Weaver, and you can focus on...
Yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of more damage to the side torso on Rafu.
Weaver's left torso is pretty red, and his arm. Oh, now he's about to lose that side.
Torso. And
yeah, Weaver lost it. His side torso. Apparently, that's the way to do it. Rafu is close, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Rafu yellow open on the side torso. But there will be a significant heat difference here on top of weapon differences. So there's a significant lead for Rafu.
Rafu letting Weaver kind of get free shots and then go into cover and get that heat going down. So
yeah,
he must have been really overheated.
Rafu might be
Weaver's
running hot too, but they've got twice as many lasers as well.
Yeah,
they haven't lost a side torso, so
Weaver's gonna lose, yeah, because he just couldn't get that Rafu's side torso soon enough.
Double side torso kill there. So didn't go side torso then center torso, just both side torsos.
Well done. Did you get the published stats?
Yes, I did. I don't know if the stat tool is working. MechWarrior Online had some hiccups this past weekend.
Just use the team stats page. That's easy enough. Rafu with 275, Weaver with 219. Rafu just guarding that side torso with his life.
Oh, the stat tool is back up and running, so I love using that. Let's pull that up. There we go. So yeah, I mean, damage and component destroyed. So when you destroy a side torso, you get the credit for destroying the arm, I believe. As Rafu has 4 components destroyed, so that's got to be how that is. But all about that early side torso destruction there.
What's the next map?
Next map is Steiner is the last one. The second map is Liao Jungle. Liao Jungle, we're doing assaults and mediums.
I need some AC/DC Welcome to the Jungle in the background, which we would play if we wouldn't get muted due to copyright infringement. So everybody imagine it.
Yeah, or go look it up on your own Spotify and play that in the background at the start of the Liao match there.
He actually says it in the song.
Yes, he does.
Welcome to Liao Jungle. Yeah, you know.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough. I'm sure that Axl Rose was a big Mech Warrior Online fan back when he wrote the song.
Yep. That was when the game first came out, actually.
So, if we want to talk about the match here, we have one assault, one medium on each team. And so the maximum tonnage would be 155. If these players are maxing out on that tonnage. I've seen a little bit of different stuff in the matches that I've participated or cast, but the Direwolf is one constant. It's just such a strong mech. And with Liao Jungle, you're already in mid-range range when you spawn. So there's been build variants on the Direwolves, but the Direwolf is, you're not walking to someone to start the fight. You could shoot at their spawn from your spawn. It's just that simple.
Yeah, it's also hard to counter something like the Dire because you spawn kind of staring at each other and you can actually shoot over the ridge, so it's a lot of that. A lot of the games have come down to which Dire cores the other Dire faster, and then a mop-up kind of duty.
Yeah, I think it's also a little bit of debate as to what kind of a medium to bring with it. If you want to take a medium that you're diving their Direwolf with, or if you want to take a medium that is maybe standing back and trying to trade with your Direwolf. Probably not face tanking, as I don't think there's any medium in the game that can take more than 2 shots from a Direwolf without, having serious issues. But you could put a Pop-Tart medium with your Direwolf, or something that's trying to get like shots on the flank. Perhaps.
I would opt for a short range because it can carry the match if your Direwolf goes down.
Yeah. So by short range, you mean something like an Arctic Wolf or a Stormcrow with small pulse?
Yeah. Because if you're just stuck, if your Dire loses and you're stuck with a Pop-Tarting medium, and you're 2 to 1, you're just kind of in a really dire situation.
So we've got some talk here about walkies. I don't know if you can say that out loud without the dogs going off. Maybe we should spell it out. But we've got here so far, nobody's... Okay, we have a lock out of Team 2.
Lock from Team 2 before... Is Team 1 locked?
I haven't seen Team 1 indicate that they are locked. Now
is
they're
it 12 minutes or is it 10?
It's 10 minutes still, yeah.
Okay,
they're locked.
Oh, Chaos is locked.
So it's 135 tons to 150. That is significant.
Here we go. Yeah, SBRS is taking an automatic disadvantage with 15 less tons, but...
Yeah.
5 tons less, not so bad. Maybe you just have a more preferable mech. 50 tonners.
I mean, you could take an Executioner, perhaps, Red Laser Brawl.
But 25 or 20? That's a lot of tonnage to give up.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what they'll have. I'm going to go look at the blue team here, which is the 6 Leopard Mall Cops, as they're coming up out of spawn.
You're looking at the blue team? I'll look at the red team.
Yeah, we've got Shadowcat and Madcat Mark IIB. I want to get those builds as they come up the elevator.
Well, that's interesting. A Mark II.
Yeah, I think there might be some mech availability issues with these Division G teams. We've got Madcat with Ultra 10, Ultra 5, some mid-range push DACA, and then a Shadowcat with streaks, heavy machine guns, and a light tag.
And over on the other side, we have a Direwolf with every Ultra 5, 10, and 20 you can fit on it. And a Hunchback with double LB20s, LBX20s.
Yeah, but they've actually got the range advantage, but they are playing behind cover as if they do not. So I'm not sure if they're aware what their opponents have. Shadowcat's
probably just wanting to get the LBX20s in.
Shadowcat's 1v2ing there.
Interesting.
Direwolf's not getting the shots yet.
Split gives no Fs whatsoever.
Yeah, now the Madcat has got some fire.
Oh, Madcat's going to town. Well, kind of.
It's just outgunned though when it compared to the loadout on the Direwolf.
Yeah, he's shooting a lot, but a lot of the ACs are kind of whiffing by the Dire a little bit.
Shadowcat 63%, nothing lost off of it yet. The Hunchback, on the other hand, is open side torso as well.
I think pretty much both mediums are going to be out of the fight here.
Yeah, Shadowcat's legged. Direwolf is switching focus now, I believe, to that Madcat. Madcat's getting weak center torso. Direwolf is overheated though. Direwolf is in serious trouble here.
Yeah, he's been shooting those ACs a lot. I think that Chaos could pull this off, really.
Well, Chaos has that dual LBX-20 in their rear, and they've
Oh, he
powered
shut down.
down.
Nope, done.
Yeah,
Ralphie came in and pantsed him
it
from
got close
behind.
there.
Yeah.
Those untimely overheats, though, kind of one side was able to capitalize on that, and the other was not.
The jungle is hot.
Yeah.
Artros with 565 and a 2v2. That was, you know,
I mean,
Ralphie's talking in his dog voice, apparently, at the Rough Rescue. Love it. It looks like they have prepared quips from Paw Patrol. I love it.
I'm glad you know what's going on with Paw Patrol, because I don't have I'm a little bit old for that, and I do not have children of my own, so I guess I missed out on that
for anybody
aspect
that's
of
a
culture.
parent is going to understand my next statement. You kind of live in this purgatory where you wonder if you're in hell or if that is actually still Coco Melon playing in the background.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, we've got ourselves a match on our hands here.
Yeah. All right, well, they're inviting their next people in.
Yeah, we're going on to Steiner Coliseum. It's going to be one light and one medium on each team.
Of any tonnage, right?
No tonnage limit yet. We're still in the 2v2s.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I guess the tonnage limit would be 90 tons if they maxed out both weight classes.
Mm-hmm. What do you think? Kid Fox and
Yeah, Kid
Babe
Fox.
Regal?
I've seen Kid Fox, Cougar. Those seem to be. I think the Kid Fox is more popular than the Cougar, but I've seen people try the Cougar. And then for mediums, I
Yeah.
think the Stormcrow is very popular.
Yeah, it's a good mix.
Although the Vapor Eagle's fairly strong as well. I think that most of your brawling Vapor Eagle builds end up being a little bit slower than the Stormcrow. And on this map, because it's so open, there's the opportunity to try and play range on this Steiner Coliseum. So I think the teams are going to favor speed with their brawl.
Yeah, they can really get kited. Although teams can no longer jump up to the foresty edge. That is forbidden.
Yeah, there was a rule adjustment announced just before this match or the week of this match. Players are not allowed to go onto the rim around the Coliseum or on top of the buildings. So just prevents some of the potential abuse that could have occurred.
Yeah, and I agree with the ring, but on top of the buildings, that's kind of like in play to me. But I guess if you're going to make a ruling, you might as well just include everything that could be, I guess, abused. And
Yeah,
I guess
if everyone's aware of it, then they can try to like counter it. But
yeah,
it would kind of force players to either take range or go up on top themselves if you allowed players to play up there. I don't know. I'm curious what it would have looked like, but at the same time, I know that a lot of players would have found themselves very frustrating facing an opponent who did use those locations that, a lot of people just straight up were not aware of.
I just realized that Team 1's pilot name is Poobinator Brownstain. That is interesting.
Yeah, so Poobinator, I believe, had a name change to add on the brown stain. I don't think that was original. So I guess that's the name they wish to go by.
Oh, wet and ready. I guess that's locked. Okay. Well, remains to be seen whether Angry Ninja can ninja his way to a win, or whether Star Commander will become the unsung hero of this match.
Again, it looked to me as though teams were leaving a fair bit of tonnage on the board here.
Make it a challenge.
Yeah,
Need that tonnage.
I think it was 70 tons, which would be 20 tons missing out of the potential 90. We'll see how this works out.
I learned way back in like ISC, ancient days ISC or something, Leaving that tonnage on the table really disadvantages you.
Alright.
Unless you're going to push in fast. So we're looking for a brawl here.
I'm going to be looking at the blue team, 6th Leopard Molcops. It is a Viper with heavy machine gun, ear micro, and a Kit Fox with SRM-6s. 4 SRM-6, no Artemis.
Other side, we have a Hunchy 2C with 8 medium pulse lasers. That's going to be hot. And a Streak SRM-4 Jenner 2C from Angry Ninja,
Yeah.
who is not moving. So
is there a disconnect? Nobody's called a hold that I've seen.
I don't know. Well, we're not referees, so...
Yeah. Not my job to call a hold, even if there is something that appears to be incorrect.
If he doesn't come back quick, he's going to be pretty angry.
Do they not know how to hold? Okay, well, damage has landed. So we have a brawl.
Just gets wrecked.
No movement from the Jenner yet, and
there
they are. Okay. Oh no, they're running
been activated
in a circle.
by damage.
They don't look right. That doesn't look right. I think that. Here we go.
He's back in.
Okay. We have a fight.
In.
So looks like the Hunchback is the primary target. Yeah, Jenner's coming in with the streaks.
Ooh.
Hunchback's open everywhere already.
Kid Fox is gonna go down here. I think is.
All right, it's down
Unsung
to just the
hero.
Jenner. Jenner's open center torso and gone. Bit of an interesting start to that drop, but in the end, it's a win for the 6th Leopard Molcops.
Good job, Sabres. Paw Patrol. You were not on the double. I'm sorry. Pubinator with 363 brown stain damage, and the Viper with 201. Pretty well focused. They didn't move a whole lot. That Hunchback with 8 medium pulses is just going to be incredibly hot. So, and Angry Ninja and the Jenner 2C with streaks kind of lessens the ability to kind of backshot things.
Yeah.
That's SRMs, so just to wait for the cooldown, and it was also probably very hot.
I think it was 4 streak 4, so that's probably not too hot, but you can't focus your damage with streak missiles, and the DPS is also lower on the streak missiles. They have a longer cooldown than the standard SRM.
Especially the claim. Oh, yeah. Yes.
If you're going to play streaks, you kind of have to try and kite with them, in my opinion. Try and use that extra range that you have with the clan streak missiles against the SRMs.
Well, good job, Sabres, on that match. It was pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
What are we going to next?
We're going to Vitric Station, and it's going to be a 12-minute match. Conquest, single active cap point at Theta in the center of the map. And it's a 5v5 now with a 200-ton limit for these teams. So just waiting for the players to invite their teammates in, and we'll see what they like to do. I'm expecting that they're going to use their full tonnage here. Probably a lot of Arctic Wolves and Vipers would be my guess, but we'll see. Mech availability changes things.
So what's the score so far? We have 2. The 1v1 was a 1 by...
Yeah, Source and Sabres picked up 2 points in the 1v1.
Okay, yep.
And then Paw Patrol of Clan UwU Good Boy picked up 6 points in the Liao Jungle 2v2. And the 6th Leopard Molcops came out with 6 points in the Steiner Call CM2v2. So I've got it down as Leopard Molcops having 8 points to the UwU Good Boys having 6 points.
So super close?
Yep, so far it's close. And I'm going to go ahead and mention these teams are at the bottom of their division. I don't think either team can actually move up a position anymore. Yeah, not after the games were played yesterday. Paw Patrol can no longer advance out of the 5th place position they are sitting in. The 6th Leopard Molcops could move up into 5th if they have a big game here. But we're coming in with 85.
They can move, like, switch places with
they
BPL,
could.
Or?
Yeah, they're playing directly head-to-head here. So Paw Patrol has 85 points, and the Molcops have 47. That's a 38-point gap.
It's doable.
It's doable.
So really, they're battling over
They're
who
playing
will
to get
not be
out
last
of
place.
last place, basically. Yeah. 38
Battle
is
for pride, boys.
38 is significant, but if you come up with, let's say, if you win 3 out of the 4 5v5s, you've probably got it.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how many kill points are returned, but it's challenging, but potentially doable.
Well, all right, yeah. In the words of Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you're last. So it's an important battle. This Vitric Station has been interesting to watch for comp's sake. It is a very limited battlefield. You know, you can very much choose when you want to engage, and with a single spawn point, most of the matches happen in the middle, kind of generically, but
Yep.
there's been a lot of standing off that, and I've seen. Our team 1 locked, that's good.
Team 1
Team
is
2
locked
looks
in.
like they're locked.
So Vitric Station ends up being a little bit narrow, and the high ground is in the center of the map, so it limits your movement on both sides of the map, because the center, if you control it, can cover both sides and prevent rear flanks to a large extent. So the map just kind of limits movement of any flankers so strongly that your engagement ends up being just fought over the top at the middle, largely. I mean, there are other options. You can put range on the sides of the map, or you don't have to move up. But because they're also playing around a single cap point, and the tonnage being so low, it's probably just going to be a brawl in the center. I think they're going to brawl up top, even though the cap point is underneath the elevated platform. The thing about the elevated platform is you can always drop down, you can't always jump up.
Yeah, and time and time again, I see teams lose because a person's fallen off the cliff and it's a 5v4.
Yeah. I mean, if somebody falls, you kind of just all have to drop.
Yeah.
Although sometimes you think that maybe you can get back up the ramp, and sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. The interesting thing is the Viper has enough jump jets to actually jump its way back up from the lower ground.
You know what we need for a command wheel command? We need the life alert commercial lady saying, "Help! I've fallen and I can't get up." That's what we need.
That would be a fair bit of use in this drop. So we've got 195 tons out of the 6th Leopard Molcops, 200 tons out of Black Pants Legion's Paw Patrol of Clan
there we go.
UwU Good Boy.
Rebel on the double, baby. Looks like they had a last minute powwow for 2 of the mechs for BPL, so let's see if that pays off. Maybe they had some insight. It's very hard to sneak past the enemy on this map, honestly, so like you said, it's going to be pretty straightforward, pretty quick, pretty fun. I'm zoomed out to the dropships. I've never noticed there's like these 2 random like floating houses or out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I have not seen that myself.
I've never noticed that before. Okay.
I'm looking at the Paw Patrol of Clan UwU Good Boy side. Got Hunchback 2CC with UAC 10 ER Mead, Hunchback 2C with LBX 20s, another Hunchback 2C with LBX 20s, so 2 of those, one with the UX, and then a Mislinks with standard machine gun, Flamer ER Small, and the second Mislinks here, gonna get the build, is also same build, standard machine gun, single Flamer ER Small.
And on the other side, we have a Kit Fox with SRMs, a Viper with kind of like the small weapons laser package. We got a hold called.
Okay. Oh.
With a crash.
We'll keep going through the builds here.
We got a Arctic Wolf with streaks 6s. We got a Kit Fox with 4 SRM 6s. And it looks like Weaver crashed and he's running straight to the enemy. That would not have been good.
Oh, this might have to be
and we have
a
13
then.
small pulse Stormcrow. So there's our. That is
Well, this might have to be a redrop then.
Yeah.
I would think.
Well,
we'll let the teams manage it themselves.
Yeah, if they decide, they could decide. He just runs back to his team. and they commence the battle.
While we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and look at the camo patterns. Got some decals applied to some of these mechs.
You give some content. Now, if it's a bad word, just move on really, really fast.
Oh, players should know better than that by now. These are all mature adults.
Oh, you would think. One would think, sir. The Stormcrow's got a pretty awesome looking camo, actually.
The hero one or a different?
Yeah.
Stormcrow?
Chaos. Pretty gnarly. Da, da, da.
Yeah, some of these players actually put a fair bit of effort into their mechs. Good to see.
So I would say... Whoa, wait.
Yeah, they're
Wait.
calling a redrop here. Oh. Oh yeah, we have to have one player cap.
Oh, no. Don't kill each other, boys. Don't all kill each other, no.
Command confirming that we have possession of Kappa.
I've realized reds and blues.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna call them Team Red, but I'm like, wait, no, that won't.
Wait. We're casting, so we don't know.
Okay. Oh no, now we have 2 caps taken. Oh.
Oh, no. No, stop. Oh, the humanity. We might have to come back to this drop later in the match.
Well, no, they'll sort it out. They'll sort it out. Okay.
Hey. Oh.
Well,
Refuse dying. And they're killing each other.
yeah. Worst case
at
scenario, we'll have to come back or something.
Oh, no. Star Commanders is cap. Okay. I'm just a BPL. Please suicide or die. They volunteered. Oh, jeez.
Okay, we need to get sabers.
Are you capturing the chaos at least on the? Here we go. Okay, Superfly and Star Commander. And Sabers have 2 caps.
Yeah.
Superfly.
Well,
can Superfly overheat himself?
We need only one team to have a cap. So if the Sabres go take Gamma, and Superfly manages to blow up,
He can't overheat
then
himself.
we get a clean redrop. Okay, Superfly's going to Gamma, so they'll get found.
No, Superfly, go back. Oh, just in the sanity in it. Oh.
Maybe you were giving too many instructions here.
No. They were about to all kill themselves and not have access to their mechs.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. We'd get back to the lobby and they'd be like, well, we don't have a...
I think that these
we
redrops...
might get out of this drop. Okay.
Yeah, these redrop situations are common enough. We probably need to have like an all teams meeting at the start of the season in order to how to redrop properly. Like a mandatory team leader meeting.
If both teams lock their mechs in for 15 minutes, it's a tie. All right. Let's exit out of that. Hopefully they're ready up pretty quick and we'll get back in.
I don't expect that they're going to change mechs. They could elect to, but... Okay, Team 2's got a couple players disconnected in the lobby, so here's hoping.
Alright, and if you go over to the stream, which I'm typing in, our viewers are about to get this whole thing. They're about to see this whole thing.
Yeah. It happens all the time though that
Oh,
the redraw procedure just isn't all these little
whoa.
issues.
UwU has invoked the Srot Watch. Dun, dun. Right.
All right, still waiting for some players to come back. Okay.
That's the favorite part when I say blue kill red, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm a spectator. That makes no sense.
Yeah, it's some of those things just don't translate over very well. Where you're trying to give
No.
directions and but I think that we should have a. It looks like everyone's connected to the lobby, so
Weaver's back. He's the culprit behind this whole thing.
well, it's good to see that their computer didn't completely explode. I'm wondering if the servers maybe are not completely stable yet.
Yep. Yeah, I get what you're saying. They've only had
I saw
22 years
a little bit of
to
moon.
get there.
Yeah, one of the earlier jobs here when I was spectating, I saw the mechs were moonwalking a little bit. So I'm thinking that normally my connection's pretty good, so I'm wondering if it's a server issue. Yesterday, the server had a couple of hiccups. So hoping we can get through the rest of this without any.
Sooner or later, they will see the first to drop. Brother Viren's told a joke. I don't get it.
Waiting for one player to ready up. I mean, still sorting out their issues, I guess, with post disconnect.
Oh, citizen. No,
Okay.
locked. Okay,
We've got a
and
lock.
going. Launching in there. So tell us about Vitric.
Well, there's a couple of ramps. Teams are going to go up top and brawl.
I like that description way better than the first time, actually. It's a big circle. Look at these buildings out here.
Which grid? Or okay, we don't have grids for
Oh,
reference.
grids
That's
on,
great.
Yeah.
Well, I like these craters back here. This is faction play craters. They didn't make any changes to that. Interesting. Okay, teams are coming in. Let's get it up and going.
For anybody interested, it's on the blue side out in the no man's land. Blue has Kit Foxes, Arctic Wolf. It's all the same.
I'm just gonna run through the builds again. LBX 20s
Yeah.
on the Hunchback. Other one is an Ultra 10 ER Mead, and yeah, two of them are LBX 20 times 2. Bisling, standard machine gun, and flamers out of both of them. And then get into the mall cops here. Purifier with SRM 6 Artemis, Viper with heavy machine gun ER Micro, Arctic Wolf with streaks. So one mech has streaks, the others do not. Kit Fox with standard SRMs, and a Stormcrow with small pulse.
Similar pathing for both teams. Unsung is down low. He's going to get
Grabbing
grab
the
Theta,
cap
I
here,
think.
yeah.
Blue team's going to stay up top. They could get early shots.
By the enemy.
Shots on Angry Ninja. He's too far away.
Rafu face check there. Saw the hunchbacks backing
Angry
up.
Ninja's going to go down pretty quick here. He is YOLOing. Stormcrow's going to come up and pop him.
Yeah, Stormcrow with the focus damage is a concern. One of those.
Well, he missed his alpha, though, and ate some bad damage in return.
A lot of the damage to Angry Ninja was from the streak, so it was spreading.
Yeah.
But they're just playing on ramp here.
Ninjas.
Both side doors open on. Oh, Angry Ninja lost.
He's
the
about to go
torso.
down.
Pulling
He's
out.
got one ultra left.
One of those mislinks is in the basement. They're not doing anything at the moment. Second one, Weaver is flanking here.
He's jumping up and backshotting and then falling back down 11.
That would be effective with SRMs, not so much with machine guns.
BPL just needs to push over and stay in the fight with their DPS.
UwU, Arctic Wolf, open head and center torso. Both teams content to just peek the ramp repeatedly.
All this poking is
yeah, not what you want with the heavy machine guns against those LBX-20s.
I think BPL's is kind of an advantage here, especially from damage perspective. Star Commander just popping up and back shooting and falling back down.
I mean, it's annoying and distracting, but I don't know if it's effective. Brother Vixen now has decided
totally
to push
Chaos. Chaos turned around and then got taken from the back.
Yeah,
here,
Brother Vixen
looks
looks like they're taking a lot of damage to the rear from the Viper.
Yep.
It's just a series of duels going on right now here.
Brother Baron going to kill this Viper, and Poopinator going to go down next.
Poopinator's last one remaining. Aft mech already. Can they pick up a kill? I don't see it.
That'll matter. Actually, there's a kill on Angry Ninja, but that's only 1 point.
Well, you know, it's something. Very chaotic drop there. Neither team really dedicated to brawling. They were content to trade shots over the ridge, and that's just going to advantage the high burst damage of those LBX-20s over the machine gun mechs.
Who's in 5th? Yeah, you're exactly right. The two Hunchies pulled in massive damage. Which team is in 5th again?
The 5th place team is the Clan UwU Good Boy, the Black Pants Legion.
Okay. So that kind of pulls them away a great deal.
Yeah, it's going to be more difficult for the Mall Cops to catch up if they still can. I haven't done the math. Got the damage numbers up on the screen. Indeed, those Hunchback 2Cs, except for Angry Ninja, who had early significant damage. The Hunchback 2Cs coming up huge with 600 and 500 damage there. 11 components destroyed on Brother Varen with the 3 kills as well. They were pushing in there. Mislings, lower damage off of Star Commander Unsung, but they do have 2 kills to go with it. Weaver had a respectable 250 in their mislings. Top damage for the 6th Leopard Mall Cops is the Ubinator Brown Stain in the Kifox D with the SRMs, 400 damage put out there and picked up a kill for their team.
Yeah, you really they put out some damage there.
Next map.
There's other words I could use for that, but I don't think I could say them on stream.
Okay. The next map up is going to be Hellbore Outpost.
Ah, thank you.
And we're going to 300 ton limit. This time we're playing the Sigma cap. Previously on this map, for anyone who was playing competitive, they might remember playing around the, or expecting, I think it was week 2, week 3. They were playing around the Epsilon cap, so it's been changed up a little bit. Sigma cap is the other far side of the map, in some interesting terrain that I've never played in quick play.
I don't think that the teams are really going to bother going over there. I mean, they're just going to find each other and kill each other, and with all of the canyons,
probably
it's going to be brawl.
I've seen the cap used to force an engagement. I've seen teams attempt to ambush their opponents when they go to the Sigma cap, but again, it's such a long distance for both teams to get out there that I'm not sure if if either team is really going to play around that cap in terms of physically going to it. with at least more than one mech. I mean, you send the one mech to cap, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
We might have a little bit of time here. I've thrown a map room up. I'm going to shoot you a link. Just for reference for anyone who's, you know, viewing along with us here. Anyone interested in seeing the map, I've got it up on the screen there. And yeah, Sigma Cap, I mean, both teams, there's the canyon route that Team 2's been attempting to use that in games I've been casting. But the thing about staying on that low ground is you're so vulnerable to any high ground ambush while you're walking there. The same situation kind of for Team 1 to a little bit of a lesser extent. The canyons are a bit wider, not as deep for Team 1's approach to Sigma. But I do believe both teams should be going up on the ridge line. Plenty of ramps to get into the high ground in Delta 5, Echo 5, Delta 6. And you can then either brawl your opponent, who is presumably doing the same thing, or you can try and set up a receive mid-range, maybe with UAX or large pulse lasers in that high ground. And if your opponents do elect to go down the canyon, you could just dive them with your brawl or pick them off with your mid-range while they have little to no cover. And no room to pull back and kite either if you are diving them with brawl. I'm a big
there's not much room to maneuver on this map in general.
I'm a big fan of jump jets and then playing the high ground. I think Shadowcats, if you have skilled Shadowcat pilots, would be excellent on this map. But if not, you're looking at summoners as your heavy, as you have those 300 tons to play with, or Vipers, mechs of that nature if you want to play Raw. I mean, the summoner works. Mid-range laser vomit. You could play the dual UAC 10. You can play ERPBC with small pulse laser backup, or you can play. You could even try ATMs with it. I've seen some ATM 3 summoners in competitive play lately. So I think it's just all with the summoner. I don't know if there's another mech in that 5v5 300 ton drop limit that with jump jets that really works as well as a summoner. Summoner's an excellent mech.
Ubinator got flushed out of the lobby, but I'm really getting onto these guys for their potty mouths.
Is that what they learned from the Paw Patrol?
No. No, that's just me telling puns. Terrible, terrible puns. Let's see. This is pretty chaotic. Oh, he's back in. Okay. And he's locked. Okay. So it didn't hurt any.
Yeah, 300 ton lock there out of the 6th Leopard Mall Cops.
One person away at 295 for Team 2.
Yeah, Paw Patrol of Clan UwU Good Boy is hovering 295.
One thing about the last match is we lock in. Maybe they'll lock now. Is that if you have like high DPS mechs, you really want to just go in with them because that's what gives them their advantage. So.
Yeah. Your mislinks is that.
Yeah, you don't really want to pop tart.
You don't want to be
pop tart with high DPS mechs. Yeah. Just doesn't work.
You don't want to be peeking a ramp either into.
No, LBX 20 punchies. No.
You have to commit with those red laser machine gun brawlers. All right, here we go.
Here we go. Waiting.
Okay, here they come in. I'm looking at the Paw Patrol of Clan UwU Good Boy side. It's triple summoner, a Veagle, and an Arctic Cheetah. Got the builds here, but it looks brawl to me. Oh, it is ATM. ATM 3 times 10.
Ooh,
on
yes.
1, 2, 3 of those summoners. 2 of them have tag, 1 does not. And then the Vapor Eagle is 5 Ultra 2. And the Arctic Cheetah, does that have Narc? No, it's just 6 small pulse, no Narc on the Arctic Cheetah.
It's Alpine Strat all over again. I love it. Black
Coming in
Pants
here,
Legion, the Reds.
looking at that sixth Leopard Mall Cops, we've got Heavy Machine Gun Ear Micro on the Viper, Summoner with 2 Ultra 10 out of Raw View, Summoner with 4 Heavy Large Laser out of Split 9, Sunspider with 4 Ultra 2, Pubinator's quite proficient with that mech, and then a Nova with 12 ER small lasers and triple AMS. You know what? Normally AMS is a waste of tonnage on your competitive mech. In this drop, that triple AMS might be doing overtime.
And about AMS, it's pretty much useless. The missiles will fly in and do damage before it can really even activate. So
I'm not sure.
AMS in this game,
Yeah.
it just doesn't really do anything, honestly.
If you've got range quirks for the AMS, it can get a lot stronger just the way that the
It can, but
mechanics
what
work.
he'll have to do is he'll have to position himself in between
Yeah.
the enemy and what they're firing at, so it's like an umbrella. But if they're shooting straight at him,
Yeah.
it's just not going to do anything.
Yeah, so we'll see whether that Nova can or cannot use that AMS effectively, but they do have the opportunity. I'm not sure what the per missile health is for an ATM-3. I know that on the LRM side, the smaller missile launchers, their missiles have more health per missile than the larger launchers. I don't know if that's the situation for an ATM-3 or not.
Kind of smart to take the ATM-3s in that case, if that's something they took into consideration.
The ATM-3 also has a much faster cooldown than the ATM-9 or ATM-12. So early cap play here. Sixth Leopard Mall Cops are doing a low ground approach behind the cap to an extent. The cap has been taken by Paw Patrol. Missiles are coming out.
Rofu getting locked in for those missiles.
Nova's not in front of their
Angry
teammates.
Ninja just
front. Angry
with
Ninjas.
no cares.
Yeah, those jump jets.
Beautiful UAVs. Come on, pop them up there.
Yeah, you would hope that they have UAVs, considering that their team is running a missile strat.
There's so much cover for swords and sabers here.
Are the Mall Cops going to push in? That is my question right now. The longer they wait, the more chip damage they're going to take from those heavy large. But on the other side, the Mall Cops do have heavy large themselves. Brother Vixen's taking a lot of damage here in their UAC-2 Vapor Eagle, down to 75%. Yeah. It's pretty spread, though.
Yeah, he's getting hammered by the...
How much ammunition does that Nova have?
I think that they would have a better time of it if they moved up onto these closer range platforms.
I mean, because I don't think that Brown Stain's putting out a lot of damage right now, but
yeah.
Brother Vixen down to 70%.
That's Viren, by the way. It's Viren. Brother Viren.
Sorry, I'm pronouncing it. I'm misreading it entirely. My apologies. To Brother Viren in their Vapor Eagle.
Oh, Chaos got stuck.
Oh, Chaos taking significant damage there. Has not lost his arm yet.
Significant.
That's one mech you want to kind of keep alive.
That's the ATM, yeah. But you see how that AMS is... you see how it's firing and pretty much doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's a stat I would
love to have. They're even hitting him directly. Just it's like they're trying to prove the point. It's not firing in time to stop any of these missiles. Yeah. Although Blue Team is doing a very Sorenson's is doing a very good job of using cover to their advantage.
Brother Varen, Vapor Eagle, the torso is open that I believe has all the autocannons on that side of their mech.
Yeah. So
I need to play a bit more careful here going forward. Try to keep that alive.
Playing cagey. If those summoners move up, especially Superfly, if he just moved up to the very next ledge, he could start getting cheeky angles on these guys, and I don't think there's anything they could do about it.
I mean, this is slow playing right now. None of the brawlers are able to participate from the Mall Cop side of things.
I'm gonna go down into some mechs. Okay, the Sunspider has plenty of ammunition. But Mephistophil's is kind of low on ATM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rofu's got plenty of Ultra 10. See, I think ammo's going to start becoming an issue.
Yeah, Milsurp is actually pulled out of the combat.
Nova's got plenty of ER small ammunition.
Yeah.
And the Viper's just fine. So
This might come down. Well, there's a lot of ammunition probably remaining. I don't think it's going to come down to who brought the lasers, but there are some lasers on each side.
Brother Varen's weapons are completely crit out.
Nova's a little bit exposed right now to those ATMs. Open side torso, and it's off. Chaos is halved and about to go down here to those ATMs.
Yeah, but Ninja's pretty hurt, and that's kind of an even trade. The Viper's going in, kind of, but not really. Citizen's just waiting. Chaos goes
Has that
down.
Vape Regal lost its side torso yet? Yes, it has. The
Oh,
Vape
has
Regal has no
Superfly
weapons.
finally moved up? Oh, this is pretty big.
Superfly is now contending with targets beneath them. They're dropping a summoner with the ATMs. That has a minimum range of 60 meters if it is pushed.
Yeah, he's going to get Rofu, though.
Pubinator is...
He's only got 30. Oh, he's out of ammunition.
Okay, so Pubinator is going to have to do the cleanup here, it looks like, out of the Swords and Sabers. Not seeing a lot of action of their players at the moment. That Archie is still running around with those small pulse lasers. Someone needs to take that out. Or it
The heavy large
manages clutch or something.
Summoner is really healthy, but is shooting those heavy larges all over the place.
Arctic Cheetah is the focus of the target here. A little bit surprised the Viper's not chasing it down. That Viper is healthy still.
Sunspider almost legged.
Yeah, both legs are open on that Sunspider, but I don't think that the opportunity is going to present itself for the two remaining summoners to get the kill on that Sunspider.
Mephistilos is just shooting 2 weapon groupings.
Are they?
I think he's.
Are they out of ammo? I mean, they're half.
He has plenty of heat. So this is going to go to Pubinator's team.
Yeah, 6 Leopard Mulcop should have this. They just need to get the cleanup kills here. I don't know if anything can be returned. The Sunspider is extremely weak on the legs, but the ATMs are going to be spreading damage, and that Viper is now climbing up behind.
He can't lock any damage, though, because of something that's...
I'm assuming Superfly is out of ammo as they are running away from the fight now. Maybe in an attempt to preserve their mech. There are only 3.5 minutes remaining on the clock, and Black Pants Legion has the cap lead so long at this point that the Swords and Sabers need to get a full kill in order to start capping out more than one cap. The
Viper is farming Milsurp.
Yeah, Pubinator's on the case of the fleeing summoner there, which I'm assuming has no ammunition. Superfly gonna jump in the cockpit, confirm that. Yes, they are out of ammo. So Superfly is just attempting to play for a cap win at this point. If they can stay alive, the 6 Leopard Mulcops are not allowed to cap any other caps. Now, once that summoner goes down, the 6 Leopard Mulcops are allowed to spread out around the map and grab all the other cap points.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I don't know.
I'm not seeing any movement here from Split 9 in their summoner. They're guarding a cap point instead of running to a cap or trying to cut off the opposing summoner. That is...
The Viper doesn't have any machine gun ammo left?
Okay, well... That's not...
The summoner... Yeah, he's got some small pulses. And Superfly... Yeah, well, it's only going to take like 1 burn on his CT to get him if the Viper finds him.
I think the Viper actually should just go and grab a cap point at this point. There's no way that they're going to win unless if they grab cap points anyways. So they need to continue pursuing the opposing summoner, but at the same time they can already start spreading and grabbing additional caps. It's do or die at this point.
He's shut down.
Yeah, so Superfly is next to a cap point. They probably should hide somewhere else, as the 6 Leopard Mulcops need to be going to cap points anyways.
Hey, hide in plain sight, because the Viper's over near Kappa.
They're misplaying this in a significant manner. I don't know if they're aware of the situation.
Therax, we are in
Div G, yes.
Let's just say implications here.
Yeah. Split 9 has left the cap point now. They are moving to actually the combat zone, which is good to see, as they have probably the
There's
most
no way they'll
remaining
find him in
armory.
time. They might get
Still
the
a
2
minute.
points from the kill, but
Now, one of the Vipers is at Kappa. If they were on Kappa,
it wouldn't matter.
I don't know. The Mall Cops are defending their cap instead of taking caps or pursuing the summoner. I don't understand this. Are they not aware they can grab other caps? Like, it doesn't change their situation in the negative.
I would like to take this moment as what's the PBS commercial like the more you know, or like
Yeah.
oh, I can only have the Reading Rainbow jingle in my head right now, but this kind of play is similar. I mean, as you go up in different divisions, there's more experience and stuff like that going on. If you're like play Div B and you watch a Div C game, you're kind of thinking the same thing. If you play Div A and you watch a Div B game, you're kind of thinking the same thing, if you get me. So most of it's just inexperience on, where,
Yeah.
the most efficient way to finish this match out. And kudos for hiding in plain sight at Theta.
I'm
mean,
just I'm just surprised by the passivity of the 6 Leopard Mall Cops mechs.
The enemy has capped enough
They had a general idea of where the summoner was running to, and they just didn't end up pursuing.
So how much? This is the first game I've seen actually come to cap points on a single cap, so that's pretty cool. So how many points do they get for getting the cap?
So a win is worth 5 points, and then you get 1 point for your first kill and 2 points for each kill after that. So the cap win itself is worth a fair bit.
Oh wow! So the win gets them how many points?
So 5 points for the win.
Yeah, so that's 2.5.
And
That's worth 3 kills.
How many kills did they pick up here? It's 2 kills. 2 kills is worth 3 points, and then on the opposing side, the 6 Leopard Mall Cops pick up 7 points. So Paw Patrol of Clan UwU Good Boy picked up 8 points on that drop to the 7 points that the 6 Leopard Mall Cops picked up.
Mm-hmm. So it's a dead even battle still, really.
More or less, yeah.
Public service announcement.
Okay, we've got the damage up on the screen. I'm going to go through it real quick. So Poopinator Brownstain coming out with almost 1,000 damage in their UwU Sunspider. I've seen them do that in the past. They're very proficient in that mech. Split 9 in the Summoner D with the heavy larges, farmed up almost 700 damage and picked up a pair of kills. Lower numbers out of the rest of the 6 Leopard Mall Cops. The Nova...
Side switch? Is this side
yes,
switch
we
on
are
this?
side switch.
Okay.
The Nova, I'm not sure how many missiles they shot down. That's a stat that unfortunately the API does not display here for me. I'm very curious to see what that number would be. Hopefully I can
look at the damage
find out later.
from those summoners. Look at the
Yeah. Superfly with the Summoner G had almost 700 damage there. But the other summoners are much lower damage totals for the Clan UwU Good Boys.
I think the real issue is that a lot of those ATMs were going into terrain.
Yep.
And they were also not like alphaing the ATMs. They were kind of chain firing or firing them in 2 or 3 groups.
Yeah, they do have to do multiple groups there because of the nature of Ghost Heat. I'm not sure exactly what the group is on ATM 3s. I think you can fire 4 without Ghost Heat. And I don't actually know if Ghost Heat is a big issue with them. Maybe you can fire 5 or 6 without any concerns in that nature, but you'd still have to fire in 2 different groups.
What's our next map?
Our next map is Terra Therma Crucible, which we're playing around the Theta cap point, which is in the center of a volcano. Has a couple of ramps up and a couple ramps down to get to it.
Crucible. I gotta say, I expected this match to go a lot faster. Especially for being like, the last match of the tournament, and then
There was
You know, you're kind of fighting for fixed places and
Yeah.
stuff like that. These, I mean, you really just got to get in here and ready up if you're gonna brawl and stuff like that. There's not like some 600 IQ strat thing going on at this
Yeah.
point. So
These teams are not
Turret there, there
necessarily
we go.
as organized. I think that the 6 Leopard Mall Cops, they build their drop decks in the half hour before the match starts. And then we're also dealing with disconnects for one of these teams, so we had a redrop
Yeah.
as well, which adds
I mean,
to
I'm
the
keeping the
overall
timer. So
time here. Okay.
Team 1 going for the illegal 7-man play.
You know, everybody always jokes about it, at least in the lower divisions. They joke about bringing IS mechs in the clan only tournament or clan mechs in the IS only tournament. Like just going, 5 atlases on one of the drops or something, right?
Now, I would like to
Complete
see
rule
that
violation.
BPL bring 5 atlases, please. This is just you're just like, haha.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be funnier if you took it on a low tonnage drop, like 200-ton drop, and you just hit them with 5 atlases, and they know what hit them. You roll them over. But
So I'm gonna have to straw watch Team 1 here, BPL.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's up to Team 2. We're not refs, right? But
Yeah.
come on, guys, we got people watching. Okay, so they're not gonna force that. Force that, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. They're not going to enforce that rule, but
Yeah.
let's get this game going, boys.
What we can do is we
Thank
can
you.
pop up the map strat again. Get that switched over to Aerothermic Crucible.
Perfect.
Are they ready now?
Yeah, they're both locked. I
Oh.
think.
Well then, I'm still
think-
looking for where Aerothermic Crucible is on the list. There it is. Unfortunately, it's not alphabetical. There we go. As
That's
we're
PGI
loading in,
thing.
everybody can look at the map quickly.
I'm not sure PGI is aware of the alphabet, but I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. MWO League stream. But you're the main caster, so
I'm responsible for everything you
you're
say,
responsible
technically.
for everything
Yeah.
I say. Should have never said yes.
Well, that's my fault.
All right.
It's a learning experience.
Yeah.
All right.
Nate guy.
I
Next time you
believe
ask for a co-caster, you're gonna say anybody but Nate. Anybody?
I've got the 6 Leopard Mall Cop here coming in. I'm gonna pull up builds on their mechs real quick. We've got a Hellfire. That is a masking land mech. Are they running Brawl? LBX-10, SRM-6, and Micropulse. So yes. Then Pubinator Brownstain in that UwU Sunspider. Rafu in a Kodiak 3 with ERPPC AC-10. Chaos is in a UwU-10, UwU-5 Madcat Mark II-B. And then Split 9 is bringing a Rainbow build Hellbringer with a heavy large ER Mead and a couple ER Smalls.
And on the Black Pants Legion side, we've got a bunch of. Ooh, they're about to cap that point if they're not careful. Walking through, we have a bunch of AC-10, one single peep Night Jeers, a Kodiak with AC-10s, and that is pretty much it. It's all the same
Yeah.
build.
Well,
He's got 4 AC-10s and 1 peep.
the Night Gears
So-
have a fair bit of variance. One of them is Night Gear 8, so can't run the center torso energy hardpoint ERPPC.
One
That's going to be
AC-5.
located
yeah.
in ARM, I think.
Yeah, 1 AC-5. There's 3 that are 1 ER peep and 3 AC-10s, and there's 1 that's 4 AC-5s.
Yeah. That is all
which is way
mid-range.
undergunned.
Mid-range DPS or Op-Tart burst damage. So strong against
That's
trade,
just
and
out. That's
also
just undergunned.
pretty good at receiving.
No, that D is just undergunned no matter how you look at it.
Yeah, it'll have a lot of ammunition.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably true.
If we see
Maybe
another
it's
stationary fight, this could end up mattering.
Fast.
Kodiak's taking
he's-
significant damage here from Rafu, down to 77% as both teams are pushing into the crater.
Yes, and Unsung has taken the brunt of the damage as well.
Yeah, nothing
Um,
open yet.
The Kodiak taking all the damage, and I think BPL is a fan of running across the open one at a time.
Oh, now that Night Gear's open, Star Commander Unsung opens center torso and side torso.
Yeah, they're moving around to the left.
Rafu is moving to receive. They are the lowest armor mech on their team.
Ruffy's gonna get wrecked by one of the night cheers here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hellfire,
Ismian gets nailed.
Hellfire needs to get in there. They have a single LBX-10 that they are firing with at this point. They need to bring those SRMs into range. Rafu's trying to hide in the middle. Oh, they fell. Rafu fell.
Oh, he's
Goodbye,
dead.
Rafu.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
There's no way out.
well, he was pretty much dead already. Mad Cat Chaos taking the beating here.
Yeah, open side torso and open arm. Arms matter on the Mad Cat, as that's where the
Milsurp
weapons
just
are.
nailing some shots.
A good
Ruffy
strike
is
here.
still alive somehow. I don't understand. His legs are gonna slowly cook to death, but
Yeah, I actually tested that in private lobby. It doesn't seem to do the same thing as it would in quick play.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's broken. That's right. He's just stuck.
So Artus is taking significant damage here. Open side torso. They have one AC-10 left. They're probably going to go down shortly. Split 9 is doing some peek and poke around that corner, but they've got an open side torso on their Hellbringer, and it's gone, so they're halved.
I keep thinking one team has the advantage, but the advantage keeps swinging back and forth faster than my children's moods.
They're kind of peeking in one at a time here from the 6th Leopard Mall Cops, and they are down effectively 2 mechs.
I think Poopinator's going to come in and clean up. He's pretty healthy, 77% in that Sun Spider.
Open leg. That's not a big deal.
Yeah. If they leg him at this point, yeah, Archer, they're going to fall one by one. Slowly,
Millsap is open everywhere,
Poopinator just
34%.
Yeah.
This is very low percentage there on all of these Night Gears, open center torso on, I believe, all 4 of them.
Oh, Poopinator just took a pretty good little burn here. His leg is
9 getting in for a peek here. They're already halved, and they're down to 3 ER med, 1 ER small.
His torso. If they can focus fire Poopinator, I don't know. It's dead even.
6 Leopard Mall Cops are pushing up together as a group. They're coordinated now. Earlier looked a little bit less so. Hellfire's halved in open center torso. 24% on Millsap. They've been halved in a Night Gear.
Poopinator just eating it.
Wow, 21% in a Night Gear. That is just one touch here. Next hit.
It's being down finally.
There we go. Now the mechs are dropping.
Goes. Weaver seems to have hit Citizen, but no damage. It's regged.
Okay, so there's 2 mechs remaining on the side of Clan UwU Goodboy to get a kill on the Hellfire.
2v2, even damage.
Poopinator heavily wounded, but still has all of their guns, and Split 9 is also just
great
a strike.
Oh, that was
37% there on that Hellfire, and it's mostly to the torso.
Oh, this is exciting. Yeah, breathe on that other torso. He's
Poopinator found a flank.
Oh, the flank! With the super flank!
And here we have a Kodiak in the basement, and that's not points because it's still alive. So it fell in the basement, did not die, and that's 2 points that that
they don't get, yeah.
All right.
Jeez. Well, that's a 7,000 IQ strat falling.
I mean,
when he's damaged.
The Kodiak has a lot of guns that could have been useful, but ended up surviving and preventing the points going from the opposing team as well. So
Weaver with a ton of damage, but Poopinator with a ton of more damage. And I'm telling you, that match just swung back and forth and back and forth. And I think at one point, each team was trying to take every bit of armor off each enemy mech. It was like must be kind of some betting challenge that they got going on. That was really crazy.
All right, got the damage stats up on the screen. So what stands out initially here is Poopinator Brown Stain coming up with 1,000 damage in their UwU Sun Spider. They were close last drop. This time they got the 1,000 damage and 4 kills to go with it. Rafu in that Kodiak 3 in the pit somehow did 600 damage before they dropped down into the pit. Felt like they had spent most of the match in the pit, but they did damage before that.
He did all that damage when they were coming in one by one across the bridge and just waving at him.
Yeah, I suppose so. Split 9 with the Rainbow Hellbringer put up 450 damage as well and picked up a kill. Opposing side, the damage totals are a little bit across the board. Weaver's ahead with 700 damage in a night gear. Other night gears looking at 400 and 500, and also just under 300 damage there. Kodiak's a little bit lower from Artos.
What's our next?
The next map we're going to is Hibernal Rift, and we're playing around the cap.
Is this our last?
Yeah.
Our last drop.
Last drop, 500 ton limit.
Yep. Hibernal, and let's see if BPL readies up a little faster. I'm still going to put the timer on. That seemed to be pretty motivating for my sanity. I know SBRS is not going to call it, but I'm still going to put.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the teams like to know what it is, anyways, even if they're not.
So what's the score now here?
So have I updated the scoreboard? I think I did. I can pull that up. I've got it as 30 points for the 6 Leopard Mall Cops and 31 points for Paw Patrol of Clan UwU Good Boy.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
1 point difference between these two teams.
The placements will not change.
Placements will not change. We know that now. But they're still playing to try and pick up for the 6 Leopard Mall Cops. This would be their first win if they can pull it off in this final drop. And I'm looking at Paw Patrol of Clan UwU Good Boy. They also are so far winless. So there's a lot on the line here. Even if it does not change final divisional placement, it's still playing for pride, playing for your first win in the tournament.
Well, to borrow a John Maddenism, whichever team scores more points is going to win.
That's very true. That is very true.
One of these teams is going to walk away from this match with a win. Team 2 locked, Team 1 locked. Let's go. Unless it's a tie, which then I'll eat my words. Watch it be a tie.
Yeah. So I'm noticing it's 485 tons to 400 and what was it, 45?
That's way low. Oh, that's such low tonnage.
So both teams are running low tonnage. Normally that leans toward Brawl, but
I think it still would be. One team just wants to move in fast.
Yeah,
to
giving
get in
up
range.
like 55 tons on a 500 ton drop, that is significant. I don't know what we're going to see here.
Well, I already see a Sun Spider sitting over here, so I'm going to assume that's Poobinator.
Yeah, that'd be my guess as well. I believe they have 3 or 4 months of experience, so not a very extensive mech roster yet at this point. That is that UwU Sun Spider. They put out 1,000 damage in the previous drop. Maybe they'll get focused this time.
It's pretty great mech for spewing out the damage. We have from the red side, we have Rofu's team.
Yeah.
Swords and Sabers. We have a Kodiak 3 with ER Peeps 4 AC10, a Gargoyle with LBX 20, and a bunch of small lasers, basically. A 2 AC10 or 2 Ultra 5, Ultra 10 Mad Cat Mark II, and a 2 Ultra 10, 2 ER PPC Marauder 2C.
And we're looking over here at Paw Patrol of Clan UwU Good Boy getting to the cap early with a Summoner, LPLs, and red lasers. Backing that up with a second Executioner, ERPPC Micro Pulse, Kodiak 3 with ERPPC AC10, and a Kodiak 3 with Quad Ultra 10. What is this, 2017?
Yes, I think that Sorson's has the mech lab advantage. Just because those XCs have to close so much, but Ralphie's doing a great job closing it.
Now,
Chaos just eating some damage for free.
Yeah, Leopard Mall Cops are down in tonnage here, so we'll see how it goes. Everybody's stacked up on one angle, nobody's pushing.
So Sorensen's is a huge disadvantage. They've already got a Mad Cat with low percentage and a Sun Spider that's all out in the middle of nowhere at Theta.
Yeah. I guess they're trying to find a flanking angle, but that's going to take a long time to get to where they're headed.
Yes, it will. So I wonder if they realized they were 4v5 right now. Weaver taking quite a bit of damage in that Kodiak, but
most of the Clan UwU Good Boy mechs are in cover right now, though, so this is not an uneven trading situation.
I'd like to see some strikes being laid, because that would be brutal for Swords and Sabers, who's all very clumped.
Yeah, Weaver's down to 60% already here. Anything open on that mech? Find it.
Weaver is 80, but he's done quite a bit of damage to Rofu and Chaos.
Yeah, Weaver's side torso is open though on that quad Ultra 10 build. Is
Yeah,
that
but
okay? Sunspider's finally in position, putting in serious fire into the back of Artros in their Executioner, driving them off of the high ground. What
yeah,
is going to be the response
a lot
here?
of damage towards him. I would push, knowing the Sunspider's way out in no man's land. That would be the move,
I
but
mean,
I'm not sure that they'll know what to do quite.
there's other swords and sabers that aren't on the ridge either at this point. So what would you even push? Like you have to get like those Kodiaks don't have jump jets. They'd have to climb up those
It,
ramps. They're not a very
it
fast
looks like
climbing mech.
Rofu's disconnected, by the way.
Oh, is that what's going on? Yeah. Okay. I was wondering earlier. They looked like they weren't moving quite right. I'm wondering
So they're
if they've
down a
had
mech.
connection issues.
Is he back?
Yes. Maybe they're playing
No,
on
he's
Wi-Fi.
going in the slow circles of death.
Oh, great. So we have a 5v4 going on here, but neither team is pressing.
We would have 5v3 if the blue team pressed, and I think they finally are, maybe? They don't have to engage with that.
There's only 3 moving forward. This is a
That's
very slow trading match here from mechs that are set up for brawling.
Ultros opting to trade at 400 meters with small pulses. Slightly questionable decision. Ralphie is in a great position. Honestly, Chaos should get pushed. The Split should get pushed. They should just die.
Yeah, split is
Really
open both
fast
side
here.
torsos. Here we go. Executioners are pushing in on the Mad Cat
There
from
goes,
Chaos.
but it's a 1v1s
Goes
instead of
down.
okay.
And
they both win it.
yeah,
They
Gargoyle
both win
does.
it.
Goes down. So Split 9 is completely isolated now from Puginator and their disconnected player. Can they pick up a kill, though, before they go down? They've lost a side torso, but they still have all their guns. And they've got an Executioner coming up behind them.
Ralphie's going to get back shot before he can... I mean...
Rodder's powered down. They've overheated with that side torso
Oh, he's
loss.
back! He got back just in time to not die. Oh, this is going to be huge.
Rafi's coming back into the fight. We've got Star Commander Unsung running away.
CT'd, and Star Commander didn't do it in time, and he goes down.
Yeah, Rafi's got frontal armor. They were getting backshot, I take it. So Pubinator,
Yes.
Rafu versus... And Split 9's still alive as well in that Marauder, having managed to pick up the kill on Ralphie.
Oh, that just changed the whole... I mean, that... I've never seen that strat employed before. That's
The
kind of
disconnect,
brilliant.
reconnect, it's a classic in Division G. Sometimes it works out even. Rafi's gone down now, but Pubinator is moved up, and with Split 9 on the flank, if they can put a shot in here on the Kodiak...
No, he's not going to get
this
him.
is
The
winnable.
Kodiak's dead. Too much DPS from the godlike Sun Spider.
I'm not going to say that Rafu clutched it after disconnecting and reconnecting, but they did manage to come back and put in significant work that definitely contributed.
200 IQ strat to fake the and almost get back shot, and at the end just be like, haha, turn around and kill him.
So with the drop win, the Sixth Leopard Mall Cops take the match, and that is their first match win.
Congrats on the win, guys.
League. Although the Paw Patrol of Clan UwU Good Boy is still going to come out 5th place in Division G, given how close this match was.
Yeah.
Just have to see Mexico and Cap now.
Paw
They
Patrol
could be reading and grabbing other
roll.
caps by now.
That's all I can say about that. I'm just zooming through the tunnels because I can. It's going to take a while for them to get to another cap.
Yeah.
Oh, they have 5 minutes. They got plenty of time.
They have time to do it. They just need to start moseying. They do.
Yeah, somebody's moseying to Sigma now. So, while we wait for them to mosey to Sigma, I guess we should list our sponsors. We would like, let's see, to thank Charmin Ultra for all their support, and also the Paw Patrol Kids series coming in clutch.
Providing the inspiration we needed today.
Yeah, yes, giving a lot of one-liners to the team that came in 5th in Div G. Congrats on the win. Interesting that BPL gets 5th place, but with no wins, and Swords and Sabers gets a win, but comes in last place. So that's an interesting way that the point system works.
Yep.
You know, and we'd like to thank the people watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this cast because that was really interesting to watch. Especially the victory drop. You got to hear the casters freaking out that their mechs would be locked for 15 minutes, but they figured it out.
It's always a good time.
And is this the last match of this tournament, right?
Yes. After this, we are.
Resource point
I
down.
believe this tournament is wrapped up. I think all the teams have played.
Yes,
Zeta is
I
controlled
think
by
so.
the enemy.
And if you haven't played yet, you're not gonna, because it's done. Next tournament is CS Worlds, where you're gonna see interesting mix of players. A lot of movement amongst teams.
Yeah, I guess we should go ahead and plug the upcoming World Championship Series.
Mm-hmm.
Still a little ways away, but I believe
Buy
team
those tournament
registrations
supporter
start in the
packs
middle
when
of
they come out.
August, and the comp queue will open up end of August, early September. I'm not sure on the exact dates yet. Keep an eye out for an announcement on either the MWO Comp Discord server or on the MWO Mercs website for details
get a
as
lot
to how
of
the tournament runs.
get a lot of great. Every team that participates
The
gets a
enemy
lot of
has
great
tapped
gear.
enough resources.
Yeah,
We've failed.
And at least I think for the 20 games, but last year we actually added it so that you get bonuses for 30 and 50, and I believe all this. So this year we're going for the invitational system,
yes.
so that you're not going to get in queue and get beaten to a pulp by some try hard Div A team. Pubinator with 11. That Sun Spider does some work with its DPS,
Yep.
so
Strong
good
mech
job.
from Pubinator, so that's something you need to watch out for if you're playing against them.
And thanks for inviting me to CoCast.
Yeah, thanks for showing up and joining me as a co-caster today. So just going to run through the damage here before we wrap up. Pubinator coming out with a 1100 damage and 3 kills on that Sun Spider. Split 9 putting out 800 damage, picking up 1 of the kills as well. And on the opposing side, Weaver in the Kodiak 3 put out 600 damage. I believe that was the odd UAC 10 Kodiak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and 1 peep.
Yeah, Millsap putting up 500 damage with their Kodiak as well. Ralphie, No Pants, Star Commander Unsung putting out 450 damage in their Executioners. So a lot of damage was put out, but in the end, Rafu coming back and just, putting out a little bit more damage, providing a distraction, allowed for Pubinator and Split 9 to clutch the match. That wraps it up here for us. I believe I've got the scoreboard updated with the new total points. I'm going to confirm that, yes. Okay, so I've got it marked down as 44 points for the 6th Leopard Mall Cops to 36 points for Paw Patrol of Clan UwU Good Boy. So just an 8-point difference between these two teams. They're very well played from both teams.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Nate, thank you for joining me as co-caster on that short notice, and thank you for the teams scheduling a match where we could actually cast it. I love it when there's matches that are outside of default time, even if it's a Sunday afternoon or evening. I love to get the cast on there.
Pretty much the only time I can cast, so that's...
Yeah, and thank you for the viewers showing up, supporting these teams, supporting MechWarrior Online competitive play. For anyone interested in competitive play, the upcoming World Championship Series is an excellent starter point. There's going to be an announcement probably a month and a half from now as to how that works, but just keep an eye out in the MWO Comp Discord or on the MWO Mercs website, and we will get some information through that at the time when it becomes available. So,
sign your teams, get your boys together.
Yeah,
You'll get prizes. It takes forever to get mechs. So you get GSP, C-bills.
it's probably
the money just
the most
flies off.
accessible competitive event of the year, just as it's played through the in-game client with an alternative queue system.
Get
So
prepared to lose a lot because you're against every division like level. There's no like A, B, C, D, but it's
Yeah.
okay. You get better. Doesn't that
I mean,
win-loss stuff doesn't matter.
most of the rewards are for participation, so you don't have to win
Yeah.
to get anything.
Yeah, my team went in last year with a bunch of old CSPS guys and some new players, and old players all came together. But we were like 50% win-loss for the first couple months, and we ended up coming fourth at the end. So it's just really not a
Yeah.
big deal to lose in the queue or win in the queue until later, since it's the ELO system. So you might lose 3 and win 1 and be even ELO,
Yeah.
So just get in there.
All right, I'm gonna call it here. So just wrapping it up, and anything else you want to say or do here?
Thanks to our viewers, and I hope y'all had an enjoyable time watching.
All right, that's it from us. This was Therax and Nate doing the casting, and we are out.